In the fog of war, some legends are born from impossible odds. This is the story of a shot that defied physics, a sniper who became a ghost, and a moment that left an entire enemy unit questioning reality. Our story begins in the midst of a fierce conflict. A highly trained sniper team is hunkered down, their mission critical: take out a high-value enemy commander. For days they've been pinned down, the commander shielded by his elite guards in the treacherous windswept terrain. The distance is extreme, well over a mile. The wind is a howling, unpredictable beast, gusting from multiple directions. The air is thin, the visibility poor. The team leader, a seasoned veteran with hundreds of confirmed kills, scopes in on the target. He runs the calculations again and again. Windage, elevation, spin drift, the Coriolis effect. Every variable screams the same thing: impossible. It's a no-go, he finally says to his spotter, frustration lacing his voice. The wind's a nightmare. We'd be lucky to hit the same mountain. It's impossible to make that shot. His team, the best of the best, agrees. They've pushed the limits of their rifles and their skills before, but this was a wall they couldn't break through. They maintained their watch, hoping for a break in the weather, a lull in the wind, any chance to shift the odds. The enemy commander is relaxed, confident in his safety. He stands with his men, laughing, completely unaware that he's been in the crosshairs of a top-tier sniper unit for days. He feels untouchable, and by all conventional military wisdom, he is. Then, it happens. Out of the eerie silence between gusts of wind, a single, faint crack echoes across the valley. It's a sound so distant, so alien, it's almost missed. The sniper team freezes. It wasn't their shot. Who else could be out here? They scan the area, their high-powered optics sweeping every rock and crevice. Nothing. No muzzle flash, no heat signature, no sign of another shooter. What was that? The spotter whispers, his eyes wide. Before the leader can answer, they see it. Through the powerful lens of his scope, he watches in stunned disbelief as the enemy commander, who was just laughing a moment ago, suddenly collapses. A small, dark stain blossoms on his chest. He drops like a stone, his guards thrown into instant chaos. The sniper team is speechless. They look at each other, their faces a mixture of confusion and awe. Did you see that? The leader breathes. Impact. Direct hit. But how? They hadn't fired. They hadn't seen anyone else fire. There was no flash, no smoke, no sound they could trace. It was as if the bullet had materialized out of thin air, guided by an invisible hand. The enemy soldiers are in a panic. They scramble for cover, firing wildly into the hills, but they're shooting at a phantom. They don't know where the shot came from. They can't comprehend how their commander was hit from a distance they believed was impossible to cross. For them, it's a terrifying supernatural event. A ghost has just struck them down. Back in their hide, the sniper team is running through the possibilities. A miscalculation on their part. Impossible. They are meticulous. A lucky shot from a random soldier. Not with that precision. At that range, in these conditions, an airstrike. No, the sky is clear, and they would have heard it. The only conclusion, as illogical as it seems, is that someone else is out here. Someone with skill that borders on the mythical. Days later, after the mission is scrubbed and they've returned to base, the whispers begin. Rumors of a solo operative, a ghost who moves through the mountains unseen and unheard. They call her the Phantom. The legend says she's a woman, a former Special Forces prodigy who now works alone, taking on the missions no one else can. Her methods are unconventional, her skills unparalleled. She's said to have mastered the art of camouflage to the point of becoming invisible. The sniper team leader pieces it together. The strange, delayed sound of the shot, the lack of a muzzle flash. The Phantom, they say, uses a highly customized rifle with a revolutionary suppressor, one that distorts and delays the sound, making it impossible to pinpoint her location. She fires from unorthodox positions, using the terrain and the atmospheric conditions to her advantage in ways no one has ever considered. She doesn't fight the wind, she dances with it. She had calculated the impossible. She factored in every microgust, every temperature shift, every slight rotation of the earth. She had likely been watching the same target for just as long, waiting for that one-in-a-billion moment when all the chaotic variables align for a perfect shot. A window of opportunity so small, most snipers wouldn't even recognize it. But she did. Her legend grew. She became a symbol of hope for her allies and an object of terror for her enemies. They never saw her, they only ever saw the impact. A commander would fall, a strategic asset would be neutralized, and the only evidence was a single perfectly placed round in the ensuing chaos. She was never debriefed, never decorated. Her victories were her own, silent and anonymous. The sniper team who witnessed her shot never forgot it. It reshaped their understanding of what was possible. They had been the best, the masters of long-range combat. But on that windy mountainside, they learned a valuable lesson. There's always someone better. They saw the impact, but they never saw her fire, and that made her the most terrifying and respected legend on the battlefield. Thanks for watching. If you were captivated by this story of incredible skill and mystery, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more tales from the edge of what's possible. See you in the next one.